Oh boy! Cutting my head off, hitting myself on the head. Is that better? Welcome back. Accelerate your weight
with the low glycemic, high protein of Almacet.
Where is it coming
You can turn your body into a fat burning machine.
What? That came from my phone. Oh my god. Hold on. How? Oh my god. How? Can you guys hear this? What is happening? Wait, what? Can you guys hear? Wait, what? It's me? Hold on. How? How is this taking place? Is that an echo? Can you explain how to turn? Hold on. What the flying fuck? Let's see. Is this better? Why is it echoing? It's not my computer, no. You tell me if this is better, and then I'll put it back. Echo on loop. Kill it and restart. No, here we go. Okay, this is the problem with fucking this stuff. I have no idea how or why or what is happening. You guys are going back into the tripod and like around 2, I guess. That was crazy town. I legit have no idea how or what or why that was. And now you're crooked. I worked so hard on that too. Hold on. All right, well, oh boy, here we are. We are back. And then I forgot to tweet on my fucking drafts on there. Guys, it's been an interesting last 30 seconds. You guys have gone totally dark. Why is that happening? Where I can't even see. But why? I'm crooked. I'm here, frozen, buffering for me. Glitch in the matrix. What is happening? This, like, every once in a while, it just fucking does this. And I don't know what or why. Now connect, it's lagging. Like, but it's going black. What? Why? What is... But why? Why is this happening? All right, let's go for round fucking 2. We'll try it again, because if it's lagging, then I really don't know. Or why it's turning black after like every little bit. What happened? Now, I hear you now and it seems okay. Yeah, but only when I'm holding it. Is your Wi-Fi on? Yes. All right, maybe, so instead of putting you in the tripod, I'm going to put you guys just right here on my phone, computer. Audio and video is good now. This is so bizarre. Okay, well, we're just really getting that upward angle up close and personal today. I guess it's not the prettiest stream, but we'll just make it happen. I also had a tweet prepared that got destroyed. I don't know how that happened either. Are you on Wi-Fi? Why is it still fucked up for you guys? I have so much shit that I want to talk about today. We got to talk about Schmoedown. I want to talk to you guys about Candyman. And also, I need to give you an update about what happened with my grandparents because it got 5 bajillion thousand times fucking worse, which is fucking annoying and insane. First, I guess I got to put out a tweet. So as I put out this tweet, what did you think of the hashtag Candyman trailer? Question mark. Destiny's Child forever. Update on my grandparents. And final thoughts before the Schmoedown. Atlanta. Who's gonna be there, by the way? Who's gonna be there, by the way? I'm so excited to talk about that. Sorry that this is so messy. Can you get the update first? Absolutely, you can. Maybe it's Geico. Live now. Oh boy, it was a more creative tweet the last time, but we're just gonna go with it. What should I do as a gift, guys? Candyman? The Candyman candy makes the world taste good. Oh, this is a fun Willy Wonka one. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. That's funny. All right, just talked you guys through all my thoughts. Again, loving this nice upward angle on my chin. Really doing good things for the elongation of my neck. And repping my Celtics shirt right now. Celtics forever. So excited about them. Currently, okay, scooching you guys over so that I can get to the chat right now. All right, here we go. We're really fucking doing it. Shitting in the street. The stream's working kinda, and we're along for the ride together. This will be my last live at the Roxy before Atlanta, the Schmoedown Atlanta. So we are going to break down that entire situation because a ton going on. I will talk about the Emily Rose Jacobson, Alex Damon match. I will talk about the Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman match and final predictions and thoughts there, and what we are doing to prepare and all of that great stuff. I also am going to talk about Candyman, that trailer that totally freaked me out, that Destiny's Child in the end. Funny story about the Destiny's Child song in that trailer that I want to share with you guys. And I am going to talk about my grandparents. You guys have asked me to start with the update, so I absolutely will start with the update. We currently have, I could tell you if the screen moves. We currently have 83 people watching live and 33 thumbs up, so let's get those thumbs going. Also, don't forget Super Chat and Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar is the best way to financially support me right now. I really appreciate all that you guys do. And in this strange time, especially at the end of the year, I mean, at the end of the month, the end of the year, we're in fucking February, your support means the absolute world to me. Let's start with the Streamlabs that came in between last show and this show, so between yesterday and today, because you can Streamlabs at any time, and you guys are amazing at doing so, even if you're not watching live. This one is coming from Morse Code Z. Morse Code Z says, Escape from New York is a remake of an 80s John Carpenter movie starring Kurt Russell in the Snake Plissken role. Hope you're having a better day. I wonder what that had to do with. Maybe just like a fun fact? Cool, Morse Code. Weston Ira in the Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. $10 and up. You guys know the deal. I do a Harley Quinn voice unless you ask for a different voice or no voice. And Weston Ira has asked for a Captain Jack Sparrow voice. Arr. Parlay. He has like kind of a British accent too, though. Parlay. The Matrix watch along only has one non-bummery conclusion, and that's anything other than not doing it. Not doing the challenge that got you out of the purgatory of 19.3 doesn't seem savvy. Savvy? Hashtag Captain Roxy. Where's all the rum gone? Also, I have to keep tapping my computer, my camera on my phone every fucking 30 seconds or else this goes black. The whole fucking thing. Again, thank you for the Streamlabs. Also, as Brandy's reminding people, I do raps at the $10 tier if that is what you guys would prefer. Shout out to NFL Caleb 22 in the super chat. Really appreciate it. And to my amazing moderators who are in here joining me live right now. Matthew Gold, as I said, B. Lee, Brandy, Jake Yacavetta. Scrolling to see if more are joining us. Paul Nuzio. What up, Paul? Good showing for our mods today. Hell to the yeah, to the hell, to the yeah. And to everybody else who is in here live, really appreciate you. So let's start with the update, the grandparents update, so that I can get this out of the way because my entire day was shot yesterday after I left here. I did this stream thinking that the situation was bad. I didn't know to what extent the situation was bad. I went over to see my grandparents right after the stream, and I probably wouldn't have done the stream if I had known how bad the situation was. Because I got there and it was a whole, I mean, just my grandparents don't like to worry me, just like I'm sure your guys' grandparents don't like to worry you, but it was fucking brutal because this woman has their house key, and there was just like more hints than I even realized that it 100% is her, like based on where she spent the money and things she had said to Grammy. And so the person, for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, sorry, I'll rewind for a second. So yesterday for the stream, I said I'm mad as hell. I did a stream about what's going on with my grandparents. Basically, we had somebody come in on the weekend. We did not vet them enough clearly. And that person ended up stealing over $10,000 from my grandparents. Just in one weekend, she took 3 different credit cards and also took the key to their house. So obviously, I needed to get the locks changed. And so when I went there yesterday, Grammy didn't want to get the locks changed. She said, I think that that's overkill. And this is a 23-year-old girl who was driving a BMW that stole from my 92 and 94-year-old grandparents, my 94-year-old war vet fucking grandfather with dementia. Good on you, bitch. Good on fucking you. And so I was like, we need to change the locks. And Nancy, who I told you guys yesterday I love, who's their weekday helper, caretaker, said to me, my son said to me, I cannot stay here unless we change the locks. They're too afraid for me, and I need to I cannot stay here if you don't change the locks. And I said, regardless of you, Nancy, I want you to be safe, and of course I'll do it for that reason too, but we have to change the locks. And my grandparents live in a house that they've lived in for over 35 years, and they've never changed out the locks. So they have a S9 key when they need an S1, like whatever the numbers are, okay? They needed like a different version of a different key, so I called the locksmith, and we had the locksmith come, but they needed to change 5 different locks. And so it cost me $1,000 because we need to change the cylinders out, and like they have the same key for a lot of their different stuff, and it was $950 from this fucking bitch just having their key. Nothing wrong with their fucking locks, like we just had to. And Grammy was like so upset about it, and she was like, please don't do this, we don't need to do this, it's okay, I don't want to make you fucking do this. Like it was like a whole fucking thing. And the guy who came was really sweet. He was this Israeli guy, not that it matters, but he was Jewish, and my grandparents are Jewish, so they were talking about that, and like he was just this really nice guy. But the labor, and he works for a company, the labor and the actual locks and everything is so fucking expensive. And I already got them, so I got them new cards, so now they're set with that. But also the company, like I am having a hard time because I couldn't stay there yesterday. I had to go to work, even though after I was there for a couple of hours, I didn't want to leave. I had to go to work. And I can't talk to the bank companies. I'm trying to now investigate because I want to find this fucking girl. Like I'm going to fucking find her. And so I called her 2 references that she had listed, and both of the phones, no pickup, no voice machine, like random numbers, not the people that she said they were going to be, and nobody picked up. And so now, and I looked her up on social media, looked everywhere, and couldn't find her. So I don't even know if she gave her real name. And so now I'm like really doing investigative stuff, but the bank won't release things to me unless I'm with my grandparents to confirm it's them. And I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. So I'm probably not going to be able to do this until Monday. But I seriously, if I see this girl, I don't even want to see her because I'm too afraid of what I would fucking do. Like, to be the kind of person who would do something like this, you are a actual literal piece of shit. You're driving a fucking BMW. You did not take the money to feed yourself. You did not take the money to house yourself. You took the money to buy electronics and to put payments on your BMW. Like a fucking piece of shit. And I seriously, if I ever see her, I will I think I'm going to fire a police report. Because, like, it's just insane. And then the fact that we had to do that with the locks. And then, like, my grandfather, who has dementia, was really fucking confused, obviously, and really frustrated. And I couldn't really tell him what was going on because he was getting really, really upset. And he was like, why is this man in my house? The man being the person doing the locks, because it was taking a long time because they have older doors and older locks. And he was like, I don't understand. And then, like, Grammy got into a fight with the guy because he's Israeli, and a lot of Israeli people are big Trump supporters, and he was a Trump supporter, and Grammy was like trying to convince him about what the things that Trump was doing wrong, because Grammy's very politically active, and I was like, Grammy, this man has keys to your house. Just fucking chill. Like, you just shh. Like, keep it to yourself right now. And then Papa was getting upset, and like, oh, it was like just fucking annoying. And like, when Grammy talked to one of the two banks, because it's two separate banks because there were 3 cards taken, they were like, don't do anything right now, we're looking into it. But it's like, I don't fucking believe you. Like, what does that we're looking into it look like or mean? Like, what does that mean? And also, like, I want her to pay me $1,000. Like, you owe me a fucking $1,000. I mean, you owe us more, but the credit card company is not, that over $10,000 that she charged, that's ultimately going to get cleared and not taken out. But like, you straight up owe me a fucking $1,000. Like, go fuck yourself. So fucking frustrating and ridiculous. So I just wanted to give you guys an update because thank you for sitting through this with me yesterday as I was going through all of it. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I will be taking action on this, and whether that means going to the police or I need to call the car company and see if they'll give me the license of the person who was renting the car on the credit card that she put it on under my grandfather's name. I'm going to look into that also. So all fucking that. Gonna be working on it. I'll keep you guys posted as I come back from Atlanta. I'm gonna try to go to Atlanta and not deal with this because now that I've gotten their locks changed, at least I know they're safe, so I don't need to physically do anything right now. But then when I get back, it's not even about revenge. It's about making sure that this person never does this to anybody else again, because it's so fucked up. And to take advantage of the elderly is like one of the most fucked up things on the planet that you could do. So I'm gonna go in on Monday. I just cannot make it before, because after this, I'm streaming right now, and I need the bank to release statements to me to file a police report. But I'm streaming right now. Then I'm going to go see Warner Brothers' new movie, The Way Back, Ben Affleck, Gavin O'Connor, which I'm excited about. And then I am on Mark Riley's stream tonight. We moved the time to 6:30, I believe, so I'll be doing that. And my cousin is in town, so I'm supposed to try to go see him. And then I need to pack, and then my flight tomorrow for Atlanta is at 7 a.m. Or something like that. So I have to. It's just a lot fucking going on. But before we move on to talking a little bit about Candyman, I do want to go over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Thank you guys for your support in here. It means the world to me. This one coming from Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's, says, the 4 for $4 at Wendy's is an excellent deal. If you could make a 4 for $4 with any 4 food items of your choice, which would you do? Don't forget the drink. I don't like a drink. I like a water, so I don't need the drink. 4 for $4, any 4 food items to be $4. I mean, obviously I would pick like surfing like a lobster, a filet mignon, chocolate chip cookie, or like chocolate cake kind of thing, and probably a soup. I love soup, like some amazing potato leek, or like what the fuck is it called, clam chowder, like so good, something like that. Interesting question, Dave. Thank you. Glenn Caesar in the streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, the most generous person on the planet. He says, hey Roxy, first off, I just wanted to say love to your grandparents. Secondly, safe travels tomorrow and have a great time in Atlanta. I'm not sure about Dan versus Ben, but looking forward to a Damon win. Woo! The first of many for the rock stars. Love you, Roxy. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Glenn. You rock. J. Scotty for real says, afternoon, Roxy. When it comes to bud, Do you have a strong preference between sativas or indicas? Do you have much experience with CBD? Would you ever consider taking your acting/hosting talents to advocate for marijuana legislation of any kind? A lot of questions in this one. Jay Scotty, let's break it down. Do I have a preference when it comes to sativa or indicas? I often have both on me because I think they're great for different purposes, obviously. I smoke sativas if I'm going to do an activity or hanging with my friends. I smoke indicas if I'm feeling panicky or anxious and if I want to go to sleep or relax. So I use them for different things. So I don't have a preference because I love them both. A good hybrid is a nice balance as well. And then, do I have much experience with CBD? I would say it depends. What you mean by much experience. Do I use CBDs? Yes. I have CBD tinctures. So sometimes I'll add those to a beverage of my choice, or I also have CBD moisturizer. So I use CBD every day, morning and night, on my face and skin. I've bought Grammy CBD products that help with her ailments, like her knees and her back that we put on her. Yeah, so I have CBD topicals, CBD ointments, CBD ingestibles, CBD. Yes, I really enjoy CBD products, and I can't wait for them to be even further recognized for their value. Would you ever consider taking your acting/hosting talents to advocate for marijuana legislation of any kind? Have already done that and will continue to do that. So I did do a show called The Art of Extraction for Leafly. I hosted that show for a while, and I went around to different extraction facilities and talked about how concentrates were made and what was safe and what was not and what the processes were and all of that stuff, which was really great. And also learned from those people a little more about like Alzheimer's research and things that people had going on. Then I hosted a morning radio show for over a year for Anchor.fm called Take You Higher with Roxy Striar, where I talked about all the newest advancements in cannabis every single day and where it was being legalized and what people were using it for, and did strain reviews and talked about my preferences and interviewed people in the space, which I really loved doing. And yeah, I will continue to do that and talk about it here on my stream as well. And marijuana legislation, I talk about this all the time. I tweet about it. I stream about it. I'm thinking about. I was in a short about cannabis as well. So for my acting talents, but yes, definitely, and going to continue doing that for as long as cannabis is stigmatized or illegal in some places. Definitely very vocal about it. And I've said many times, because a lot of people said to me, are you sure you want to be on camera smoking cannabis or on camera talking about cannabis and advocating for cannabis? And I said, if a company doesn't want to hire me because I advocated for cannabis, then I don't want to work for that company. And I made that decision a long time ago. And there are companies that do not hire me and will not hire me because I have consumed cannabis on camera and talked about my cannabis usage and support. And if they don't want to hire me, then that's fine. I don't want to fucking work for them because it is such an important part of my life and has been such an important part of my family. Just to further elaborate, my cousin started a female lifestyle company called Miss Grass. My family back east helped open a growery and dispensary for daughters. I've done both of those shows, as I talked to you about. My mom was a cannabis user, especially when she was really ill, and it was the only thing that was keeping weight on her when she had cancer. I truly believe in the positives of cannabis, both medically and recreationally. And yes, so I will continue talking about it for a very, very long time in any way that I can. That was my long-winded answer to your Streamlabs. Thank you again, Jay Scotty for real, for asking about that. Going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, PLD. PLD, how's PYT? Paul Denuzio in the house. He says, I assume you are seeing The Way Back with Ben. I cannot wait for your thoughts. Gavin O'Connor could have been the best sports trilogy if this is good. Gavin O'Connor could have the best sports trilogy if this is good. Miracle Warrior, The Way Back. Much love, girl. Tell Jake I say hi in Atlanta. Can't believe you won't be there. So The Way Back with Ben, as in Ben, that I'm going to see it with Ben Bateman, or with Ben as in the movie with Ben Affleck. If you're saying the movie with Ben Affleck, yes. If you're saying, I'm assuming that I'm going to see it with Ben Bateman, then no, I'm going by myself. I don't think, I asked for a +1, but they said that the screening was full. I don't think that Ben Bateman is going to this one. We talked about it yesterday, so I don't think he is. But I'm very excited. I will be able to talk about it soon, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. Warriors, one of my favorite movies ever. Miracle is incredible. And my mom knew a lot of those guys, which is pretty cool too. And I am super excited for Atlanta, which we'll be talking about later on in this stream. Who isn't excited for Atlanta? It's so fucking cool. Going to the super chat from Roos Bain in the super chat. Shout out to you, Rox. Things are rough, but you are awesome. I really appreciate that. To everybody watching live right now, the 120 plus people, don't forget to thumbs up this video. We've got 72 thumbs up going on right now. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by March 1st. Rockstars, I don't think we're going to hit this one. I don't think you'll be watching me do a Matrix watch along. I do feel bad about that, but we'll see. We'll see. Never count out the rock stars. 19.6 right now, trying to get to 20,000 by March 1st. Seems very challenging, but we'll see if we can do it. And if not, we're slowly and surely growing every day, and I love you guys, and I'm so proud to have this YouTube channel and be talking to you. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, Super Chat, all that great stuff. All that great stuff. Okay, let's talk about Candyman. The Candyman can makes the world taste good. Candyman is a movie that I've been pretty excited about. I'm a huge Jordan Peele fan. The fact that he's producing and writing this. I love Get Out. I loved Us. I love him in general. I love Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. So this movie is for me. I saw Candyman years and years ago. I don't remember that much except for I liked it. And now I'm scared shitless to say that word 5 times in a row in a mirror. Like, legit would not do that. That would flip me the F out. I won't even just say it 5 times in a row. That shit's scary. I thought this trailer was really cool. Really well done. Interesting, creepy, social commentary, which Jordan Peele does very well, even though he is not directing this. His influence is all over it, obviously, as he co-wrote the script and is producing. And I think that it's going to be another hit. I think it's going to be another freaking hit. Another horror-ish social commentary movie from producer Jordan Peele. And I'm here for it. I think that the Destiny's Child song didn't work as well at the end as I've Got 5 on it. I've Got 5 on it was amazing and so perfect for the trailer. Say My Name, in theory, makes sense. Candyman, say my name. But it is, because the song only comes like towards the end, the way it was done. The first time I listened to it, I didn't even really know what was happening with that. I didn't even pay attention to it. But it's cool that that's like becoming the signature, the stamp of it, that music, the song thing in there. I just don't think it worked quite as well. Although anytime I can hear Destiny's Child, I'm in. Destiny's Child is one of my favorite groups ever. I've been slammed on the internet for saying this, but I love Beyonce, but I don't think there's ever been, I've never loved Beyonce as much as she was in Destiny's Child. Like, Destiny's Child as a group to me, not as a person, but song-wise, Destiny's Child songs to me are everything, and I love it. So, yeah, I'm very excited, and I have no qualms with this. I'm not concerned with it. I don't look at this and think, oh, but is it bad that he's not directing it? Or, oh, is this going to be a weird remake? Or, oh, just everything he shows me, I'm like, yep, I totally get what you're going for, and I know you're going to nail it. So I'll be very disappointed if I don't like this movie. I have high expectations going in. He hasn't let me down so far. Granted, I did not watch the Twilight Zone series that Spenny G on SJU today said was not his favorite. But yeah, I am very, very stoked for this. Would love to know your guys' thoughts. Let me check them out in the comments. Don't forget, super chat, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, so that you can tell me all about it. Mike T54 says, I don't see the appeal with Jordan Peele. Spelling, I didn't see, I think it has an E at the end. I didn't see Get Out, but for me, Us was just meh. I plan on seeing Candyman. I hope I like it. Get Out was so good. Get Out is so good. You should see it. I think that it might help you with the appeal part, but to each their own. I totally understand, and you are allowed to say whatever you like. Mike T54 also said, good afternoon, Rocks. Want to trade weather? Got 6 inches of ice and snow in Ohio. Wind blowing and below freezing. Looking forward for you on Roundtable. Yeah, Mark Riley show tonight. What? Listen, I do trade weather. There is a clear reason that I moved to Los Angeles. And that reason is because I want to be successful in the entertainment industry. But the second reason is the weather is so good. Dude, I don't even know what the weather in Atlanta is. So I got to see that because I got to know what I'm going to wear. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I have ideas. I think there's this pair of pants that I really want to wear that I'm excited about that I just bought for this. They're very rock starry. I'll talk about that in a little bit though. Again, let me know what you're thinking about Candyman in general and this trailer. The teaser earlier on in the week was so short and just everybody saying Candyman, so it was I was happy to see that this was like an extended trailer that looked really, really good. Going over to Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, MSN admin Ben Rayner says, hey Roxy, sorry you had to put up with the BS. Just have fun this weekend. The Media Sweaties Network are working on helping you get to 20,000. Have fun this weekend again. Hope your guy Alex wins. Ben, you rock. Thank you. That would be amazing. And I will have fun. I will do my best and try to. I'm going to talk to Grammy and Papa every day, obviously, but I'm just going to try to really focus on the match and the matches because, you know, I already changed the locks and I made sure they're safe, and the safety is the most important thing. And then when I come home, I'm going to stop this bitch from doing it to anybody else ever again. Joey Hornreich in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, what kind of music/artists do you listen to in your car or something? And have you ever been to any EDM or music festivals before? I laugh because I had a major house music, EDM music festival phase of my life. I've seen everybody. I saw Avicii, Tiesto, Swedish House Mafia, Afrojack, A-Track, David Guetta. I saw all of them over and over and over again. In college, that's like what we did. And I lived in LA, and they were always playing, especially at one point I lived on Shrine Place, and they were playing at the Shrine Auditorium all the time. So yes, I saw so you name it. If it was a person from 2009 to 2015 that was big in the EDM space, I saw them live. Like that's what we did with any of the free time we had. And then in terms of music festivals, I went to Coachella every year for 5 or 6 years. We used to go in college, and then after college, my girlfriends from high school would come out, and we stayed in all different places. So I loved Coachella. Other music festivals. One time I was in Chicago during Lollapalooza, and for one day, like partially went, but not the whole festival. I'm sure I've done some smaller music festival. I always wanted to go to Outside Lands, which I never went to. And then, let's think. Music I listen to in my car. Rock and roll. So I don't listen to EDM anymore, really. It was never my favorite type of music, but it was all about the scene and stuff. It's not really for me anymore, but I do listen to disco and rock and roll, like back and forth, disco and rock and roll. And then I do some amount of rap music. You guys know I'm obsessed with Eminem, like old school Eminem, old school Kanye, shit like that. I love pop too, 90s music for sure. But I've been on for the last several years disco, which I love. and grunge, stuff like that. I don't ever stop listening to the Chili Peppers, Fleetwood Mac, Chris Cornell, both Soundgarden, Audioslave, Temple of the Dog, and then like Donna Summers, Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick, things like that. Coldplay, alt rock, pop, stuff like that, and then like Destiny's Child, or even like 90s stuff like Marcy's Playground and things like that. So music is in my veins. You guys know I grew up in the music industry with my father, so music full of life. Speaking of music, guys, Marzonia in the chat. Alex Marzonia, gotta listen to him in the car, am I right, guys? Roxy and everyone listen to the band Juice, you'll love them. Wait, Alex, text me about that, because I want to remember that. What kind of music is Juice? When I think Juice, I think about Lizzo, who I listen to all the time, too. Blame it on the juice, blame it on the juice, yeah. J. Scott for Real, where's the Roxy and Dorina music show? We should definitely do that. When we drive in the car together, she's doing the radio, every song, I'm like, that's great. And when I'm doing it, she's like, oh my God, I love that. Yes, we do. She likes a little more like punky, heavy than I do sometimes, but in general, we do have similar things. Their new album is very Peter Gabriel. Oh, Kate Van D, I love Peter Gabriel. Love. I said Fleetwood Mac, right? Everything Fleetwood Mac, always. That's my jam. Going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Paul says, it happened to me last year. $1,500 stealed from my credit card. It felt terrible. You never think those things ever happen to you. Yeah, I've had that happen to me too, where there's been fraud on my credit card. I've had a lot of money stolen. But like, it's from a random person I didn't know, a pickpocketer, somebody who got my information from an ATM. Not like my grandparents who are in their 90s who invited somebody into their home and then had everything, 3 different cards stolen from them. Like, it's just different. Not to say, Paul, that it doesn't suck, because it fucking sucks, but like, to do what that person did and be hired for a job and be paid to go into somebody's home to take care of them when they're helpless like that, I mean, there's a place in hell for you. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Roxy, Alex also said, hey Roxy, you the best. Hope to come on before I go to Tokyo, smiley face. Should I reconsider my trip? First of all, Alex, when are you going to Tokyo? And second of all, are you going to Tokyo for why I think you're going to Tokyo? I'll just leave it at that. Talk to me. Alex, what is happening? Tell me more. We are going to talk about Schmoedown because we don't have that much time left. I do have to leave to go to the way back in a little bit. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's joining live. Thank you to the amazing moderators, Paul Nuzio, B. Lee, Jake Iacovetta. Those are the ones who are still here with me, I believe. Matthew Gold. Thank you guys. And to everybody watching live, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar and super chat as well. I really appreciate it. All of your guys' support. Legitimately could not do it without you. So thank you for being here. Okay. Let's talk Atlanta. No, I will not be referring to it as what John Roca referred to it as. I just came from Screen Junkies. I was just with Dan Merle. We were just talking about the match. And I think he's in an incredibly strong headspace right now. I just think he's really focused. After he said his 2 cents, he's staying out of the drama. He knows what his strategy is. I don't know what his strategy is, of course, but he knows what his strategy is. There's been talk online about him possibly putting a inner geekdom slice on the wheel and what he would put. And I've heard people say that they think he might put Harry Potter based on something he said on Screen Junkies. I know that because we talk about how much he loves Star Trek. That's always something that he's probably got to be thinking about. And then in general, just like trying to figure out his wheel slices. I don't know. He could go a lot of different ways. Same thing with Ben Bateman. Ben Bateman right now, he's more involved in the drama. His head's, I feel like he thinks his head is there, but I don't know if his head's actually there. But this is the best he's ever been at the game. And he is studying nonstop. And I feel like he's going in with a very strong strategy. I do not know what the strategy is, but that's what he spent most of his time thinking about. What slices can I put on the wheel that will be best and help with the game the best? And I'll be really interested to see what he does put on the wheel if I'm able to even decipher it, because sometimes looking at the wheel, you don't know which the two people put on there unless they spin like a spinner's choice or an opponent's choice or something like that. So I'm really interested to see what happens between their match. I think it's gonna be a match for the ages. I think there's no chance in hell this is a blowout, and I think that it's gonna be messy, probably a little ugly because of all the stuff that's gone on with Tom. And I don't know that John Roca and Tom Dagnino are capable of not bringing the drama to the stage. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think that does sell tickets, but there is so much tension going into this. I think that something will happen probably, and I'm interested to see what that is. And then also on top of that, I think that the undercard, and I'm not just saying because it's my player, is a massive undercard. First of all, Emily Rose Jacobson, mad respect for her ability to improve from her first match to her second, you gotta say, is incredible. Her first match, she went 1 for 10, which was like really fucking rough, and it wasn't until the last question she got one right. And I thought that she would never be able to compete again, but she has done, she's done what she's needed to do to get better at the game. And I have a lot of respect. And also, it is hard to be in this league in general, regardless of what you look like, what's going on. But being a woman in this league is really fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. And we've seen it's not the same. They do not get the same treatment. I'm not talking about in the league. I'm talking about with the fans. What Rachel and Clark and Janine recently, and Stacy and Brienne, and Fife, and even myself, even though I'm a manager, what we go through is different, and it's really fucking hard. So I am never rooting against a woman in this league to do well. I want to see her perform well. I want to see her continue to grow, and I want to see her continue to play. And I like her. I think she's interesting and a fun character, and I like her a lot. And I'm glad that she's getting a live show, because also that's the other thing. I know that Christian really is trying to get more women involved in the league, but when our top players right now, after after Cushing and Clark both retired, it's harder to have shows where women are the main event, because right now at the current stage, women are not the belt holders. So I'm really excited to see what she can do. All of that being said, I think that Alex Damon is the real deal. What he's been able to do in Star Wars, he's not as strong in IG as he is in Star Wars right now, obviously. But what he's been able to do, and the studying he's done, and the strategy going into this is really unbelievable. I actually called him today. I just got off the phone with him before I did the stream. And I just got to say, I think it's game over. I mean, he's just got this. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, if you're placing bets on this, you have to be insane to bet against him at this point. He's so good and so prepared for this. And I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to be points on the board and put on a great show. So I'm excited. I know he has a meet and greet beforehand that I'm stoked on. And just in general, I really like Alex Damon. And I like his work ethic, and I like his drive, and I like his energy. And I'm so happy to have him on my team. May the force be with him always. And cheers to Alex Damon. So it's a big undercard, and the biggest match we've had in years, if not ever. So I'm so stoked that I'm going to be in Atlanta. And yeah, I cannot wait for it. I cannot freaking wait for it. Before we get out of here, I do want to go over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Shout out to Brandy in here. Brandy's the best. I will fly to Cali and fuck someone up for your grandparents. Just say the word and I'm there. Brandy, you are the best. I wish I could find this person. That's the first step. Gotta fucking find her. And then gotta fucking fuck her shit up. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. He says, LOL, I could be wrong, but I think I remember hearing about Alex and Tokyo before. If it's what I'm thinking it is, then that's awesome. Regardless, hopefully Alex has a good trip. I don't know. Did he respond to me? I didn't even see. Chips, what's up? Alex, are you going to be in Atlanta, by the way? Curious. Very, very curious. What is happening here? Very intriguing. Pretty good. By the way, I had a conversation about Curb Your Enthusiasm with a friend this week, a friend of a different generation than I, and I think it's amazing, and he says that most people of his generation, which is an older generation than mine, are not liking it this season, which I am surprised by. Kind of surprised by that. Put him on the job, says Paul Nuzio about Brendan Hanna. Oh, the hitman. I see you. Brandy, thanks for reminding everybody to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Get those super chats to Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. J. Scott for real says, Alex will likely win, but I'm pulling for the underdog in the Rose. No disrespect. #Rockstars. You know, it's hard. Like, I do think she is the underdog because I know how good he is, but, like, this is his first IG match ever. It's still a massive deal. It's huge. And she's played before. So, we shall see. And, Erica will be at the comedy show tomorrow. I just texted Alice about it. I got to figure out, because I'm not landing until later, I think. But maybe. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make it there. I want to go see Alice. I try to see Alice every chance I can. I love him as a person, but as a comedian, too. I just love his form of comedy. J-Dog in the super chat. If they end up having sports trivia Schmoedown at some point, you are going to be my manager. J-Dog, that's what's up. Gladly. All right, guys, I have to go see The Way Back, or I want to go see The Way Back. I'm excited about it. Don't forget, if you're watching this after the fact or now, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Could certainly use your help this week. I'll be back on Sunday, streaming later in the afternoon, and talking all about everything that went down in Atlanta, hopefully with a big smile on my face. Going against Finstock, baby. All I want is that win. Gotta get that win. And to those of you guys who will be in Atlanta, I'm so excited to see you, meet you, etc. And for those of you guys who are not, I hope you watch at home. It's $4.99, $4.95 or something. Super duper worth it. It's never been a better time to get involved and watch. If you've never seen a match, it's a great first one to watch. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Okay, I love you guys. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great weekend, and Rockstars Forever. Lloyd Nance, our very first super chatter ever, and right now in the super chat, Lloyd Nance, thank you so much for being here. You are a dear, a doll, a love, a sweetie pie, all those things. You guys rock. Okay, thumbs up, subscribe, streamlabs.com/Roxy. See you on Riley's stream tonight. 6:30, I believe, and Rockstars Forever. Bye.